What was the greatest pleasure you ever felt? This one is kind of gross FYI. I got surgery to fix a broken nose so I could breathe better. This involved having my nose packed with packing, essentially tampons, for a few weeks. It wasn't the removal of the packing that was amazing. It was the first time I blew my nose shortly after. It felt like a 1/2 cup of mucus was pulled directly from my brain and there was a golf ball sized result in the tissue. The best feeling I ever experienced was directly after that, where breathing through my nose was so incredibly easy. I felt like a superhuman who conditioned in the ants for months of something. I laughed with excitement. Poland. 2002. I'm strapped into a C-130 in full combat equipment preparing to jump as part of an airborne training operation with the 173rd Airborne Division. We took off out of Aviano Air Base in northern Italy. For whatever reason, my dumbass didn't pee all that morning. Not when I got up. Not after PT. Not after breakfast. As I stood in the airfield, after getting my harness and pack on awaiting a jump master to check me out before boarding, I realize I really had to go. Once a jump master looks you over and clears you to jump, you cannot touch your equipment. Not unless you want to get smoked for wasting their time. So there I sit in the plane en route to Poland. I'm 22. This is my 10th training jump, not counting those in airborne school. The ride is 3 some odd hours. I now have to pee so bad I feel like my eyes are turning yellow. I have heard stories of guys just pissing themselves on long flights. Not sure if you all have seen the inside of a C-130 full of airborne troopers, but we are packed the hell in there like sardines. I can't move. I refuse to piss myself. I'm a grown ass man, damn it. The flight is excruciating. Let me just say that on every jump I have made prior to this one I get the jitters. Normal jitters. The kind you get because your brain has told you how illogical it is to be jumping out of an airplane. I have none of that now. Just a single focus. Get the fuck off this bad by any means necessary. The doors open as we near the drop zone. I stand up and hook up, and I'm literally crossing my damn legs to keep from pissing myself. Because my reserve chute and rucksack are tied onto the front of me covering my legs, I can't get at my dick. But I promise you all, if I could have, I would have been squeezing it like a 3-year-old to keep from pissing my pants. The green light goes on. I literally begin shoving the guy in front of me to get out the door. No fear. No thought to checking my line, looking at the drop zone before I jump, or even looking to see what the weather is doing. I'm in the air. My chute opens, and I pull my release that allows my rucksack to fall free of my body without even looking if a fellow trooper is below me. As I approach the ground, I'm mid-air fumbling with my BDU pants button to get my dick out. Before I even make contact with the ground, I hit the deck and, instead of releasing the catch on my chute that would release it and let it collapse, I roll sideways and start to go. Yeah, it felt so good to piss. It was like an ongoing orgasm that lasted for a full minute. It felt so good, in fact, that I don't immediately notice I'm being dragged across the ground by my chute like a traveling golden shower show. I'm literally being pulled through a field in Poland, passing fellow soldiers, pissing sideways as I move. I barely register my squad laughing their asses off at the image of me with my dick out leaving a stream of piss on the ground as my chute propels me through the field. I'm now 41, and to this day it was the most pleasure/relief I have ever felt. Even getting made fun of by my unit for it for the next few months did nothing to put a dent in how good it felt. Had sinus surgery, and removing the internal splints after about a week. Being clogged up was probably the best thing in the world. Putting my feet on near my radiator after coming home from a cold day. The greatest non-sexual pleasure I've ever felt was 32 years ago. I was swimming with friends in the Pacific Ocean at Balboa Park in California. I got wiped out by a huge wave. My friends helped me out of the water, and I went and laid on the grass underneath palm trees looking up at the clear blue sky. A feeling of peace just washed over my body. I've never felt that kind of thing again. Edit. It was Newport Beach. This is weird, but the day I decided 100% to quit my toxic full-time job and retake my life, even knowing I had no fallback, driving 2 hours from my girl's house with the windows down, On a summer night with a warm breeze tussling my hair like getting a head pat by an angel. Spiritual State by New Jabes playing. This overwhelming feeling of sincerity and resolve took me over. Everything was on point. It wasn't a blast of pleasure you get when you do something cool like jumping off a 15-foot waterfall, but more of a glaze over of goodness and self-care. Like my world opening up again. I have an extremely rare, maybe 100 in the US, genetic anomaly that makes susceptible to growing GI tract and other cancers. I just had my 45th surgery. My younger sister has had 70. It's not the anesthesia I enjoy, but the pre-anesthesia drugs they give you in the waiting bed, while under warmed up blankets. Hours of near bliss and conscious to enjoy it. Gotta look at the sunny side. Right? Edit. I didn't expect this kind of response. I just told about the surgeries, so PPL would understand that I really know how the pre-surgery drugs feel and appreciate them. Wasn't expecting or looking for it. Sympathy, but thanks for all the great comments. Even the guy that said I should just die already and stop burdening the healthcare system. I'll try to answer questions. Thanks for an unexpectedly engaging evening, Redditors. I had a dream that I was a toaster. I woke with a feeling of anticipation. Then I made toast with pure concentration. Afterwards I was entirely fulfilled, having accomplished the ultimate purpose of my existence. Getting my back scratched. I had a small project go wrong. As I went to fix one part, a sub-part messed up, so I had to step back to work on that. Then a sub-part messed up. I took another step back. What I expected to take 20 minutes took 4 showers. But 5 hours in, I thought there was no way it would work out at all. When I got it all fixed, I did the Billy Madison I am the smartest man alive. I've been riding that high for a few weeks now. Taking a shit in my own bathroom after a long vacation. Probably when I began to go to the gym. The first day was very rough because I have never went to a gym before. So I was really tired. When I got home I just took a hot shower. I let myself fell into my bed and man, I fell asleep like in 5 seconds. Bro, I really slept well that night. The best sleep I've ever had. When school's cancelled for the day and you're half asleep and overhear your mother tell your sister not to wake you up because school's out. Used to leave a smile on my face before snuggling back into my covers. Hearing I love you for the first time. Unconditionally. After growing up in a house of abuse and trauma. Wake-induced lucid dreaming and flying in said dream. Never felt anything more pleasurable before. The first time I was in the barrel of a wave while surfing. It was so loud and quiet at the same time. I think I could hear aliens talking to me. Not in intensity, but putting back a sock after brooches were removed in my foot. After 1 month of bandages and a special shoe to walk on your heel. Being able to walk with both feet level and in regular shoes was very surprising and awesome. Edit. Thank you for my first awards. This is a great pleasure too. Almost dying. I was drifting away. And it felt so good. Very scary. Sitting down for the first time after completing my first marathon. I swear that feeling was better than any orgasm. Shit almost made me cry. Graduating college. I almost dropped out, but I'm glad I pushed through and worked hard to achieve my degree.